We are the researchers.
I'm Jonil Patrick Pajardo.
I'm Severino Escalona.
I'm Juan Carlos Hobson.
I'm Ramon Monderin.
Our capstone title is Pasig City Employee Compliance System with Application of Face Recognition. Introduce the research. In the 21st century, the increasing demand for efficient public service has pushed governments to adopt digital solutions that transform traditional administrative systems. The city government of Pasig, a progressive and densely populated urban center in Metro Manila, Philippines, is no exception. As part of its mission to ensure transparency, accountability, and responsiveness in governance, Pasig City has consistently invested in improving both the capacity and integrity of its administrative processes. At the heart of these processes are the dedicated employees of Pasig City Hall public servants, whose responsibilities span permitting, taxation, social welfare, infrastructure, and many other vital functions that serve the city's constituents.
So here are the statement of the problem. The current compliance system employed by Pasig City Hall relies heavily on manual procedure, exposing of organization to a variety of operational risks, delays submission, data loss, impersonation, and administrative overhead are just some of the challenges. Moreover, the needs of verifying compliance across hundreds of employees within tight deadlines place undue process on the HR department. In response of these challenges, the study guide by the following questions. So here's the number one questions. What are the stages involved in the development of PASIC employee compliance system with application of face recognition using the agile methodology? Question number two, um, how can face recognition be effectively integrated by the system to ensure secure and accurate employee identification? Question number three, what is the software quality evaluation of the developed system by assessed by HR coordinators and IT practitioners based on ISO 25010 in terms of functionality, stability, performance efficiency, usability, reliability, and security. Question number four, what is the implementation plan to support the effective deployment training and adoption of the system among Pasig City employees?
Our conclusion: after thorough analysis and evaluation of the developed Pasig City employee compliance system with application and face recognition, the researcher arrived at the following conclusion. Develop stages using agile methodology, effective integration of facial recognition technology, high software quality based on ISO 25010 evaluation, successful implementation of plan and user training, improvement of operational efficiency and accuracy, enhanced data security and privacy compliance, support for transparency and good governance, scalability and future integration potential. In summary, the Pasig City Employees Compliance System with application of face recognition successfully fulfills its purpose to monetize and compliance process, enhance transparency, and improve efficiency within the Pasig government.
Okay, and this is our final recommendation. Based on the conclusions drawn, the researchers put forth the following recommendations for the improvement, expansion, and sustainability of the development system. First, full implementation and adoption. Second, integration with external agencies. Third, continuous maintenance and updates. Fourth, user training and capacity building. And fourth, fifth, mobile accessibility enhancement. Six, expanded evaluation and feedback. And 7, data privacy and security compliance. And 8, exploration of AI-based analytics. Its adoption will not only strengthen transparency and accountability, but also serve as a model for other local government units seeking digital transformation. Continuous system improvement, user engagement, and adherence to ethical and legal standards are vital to sustaining its long-term success.
Dito ngayon tayo at mag-explain sa ating system demo. So, ako as an employee, so maglalagin po tayo sa ating system. So, yung ID number natin as given by the HR. So, naka-default yan. So, ang password natin na binigay nila is employee number plus yung ating birth date. So, further, pag pwede natin siyang i-edit. So, makikita din natin dito yung terms and conditions. So, as data privacy. So, yung policies and everything. So, enter po natin. So, makikita po natin yung OTP options via email. So, meron, pag sinend po natin to, may magsisend po ng OTP sa ating email. So, yun. Nag-send na po siya. So, upon checking sa ating email, so nakalagin yung aking account sa phone ko. So, marireceive ako na OTP. So, 779209. So, successfully login. So, makikita natin ang employee dashboard. So, sa employee dashboard, so makikita natin yung compliance. So, sa compliance, under niyan, yung mga documents na ating isasubmit. So, so nakapag-submit na tayo ng ating documents na SALN. So, try natin mag-submit pa ng additional na documents. So, for example, ITR yung ating sa-submit. Mag-upload lang po tayo ng ating documents. So, ito po ang ating sample, ITR. So, save natin. So, successfully added po. So, pagkatapos po nun, antayin lang natin ang confirmations sa ating mga HR. So,
Okay, I'm from from HR staff. Bali, try mo natin mag-face scan. Ayan po. Ayan, bali okay na na-detect yung ating face, yung ating identity po. Bali, ito po yung pinaka ano po natin, dashboard po natin. Then punta po tayo sa sa view. Then makikita po natin diyan yung in-input po kanina yung employee po. Then nandiyan po yung pangalan ni Mr. Jonel Pardo. Then nandiyan po yung documents din po na in-upload niya kanina. So yung status po niya, as we can see, naka-pending po. Then yung action, bali si HR staff na po, ako po yon ang magbabago po nung kanyang status. Then makikita po natin diyan sa change status yung remarks. and status for approval or disapprove. So sa remarks, maglalagay po tayo ng sample. Yan. For example, sample final remarks, then save. Then, okay, kung makikita po natin, successfully sent po dun sa email.
Ang dashboard ng HR officer. May iba't ibang dokumento dyan makikita nyo na pinapasa ng mga empleyado. Yung mga siyempre HR staff ko na nagpasa na sa akin. So dito pwede nyo makita dito sa view yung empleyado na nagpasa ng requirements at yun po subject for approval po. So makita nyo, pwede kong i-change status yan kung approve siya o hindi. Tapos pwede ko siya lagyan ng remarks kung okay ba yung approve o disapprove, kung kompleto ba o hindi. So ano man na pwede ko remarks na. Lagyan ko pa siya ng remarks kung as disapprove siya. So yan, nalagyan ko ng for correction dahil may mga mali na espiritu sa pinasa niya. So save lang natin para ma-notify yung empleyado na may kulang sa requirements.
So ayun po, upon checking sa aking email, may nag-notif po sa akin na annual compliance ko. So, nag-notif po sa akin si HR officer na may siya sa remarks ng aking document na disapproved kasi meron may mga 4 corrections, no, nakalagay sa email. So pwede natin siyang i-delete or i-edit kung meron tayong babaguhin sa ating documents na sinubmit. So pwede po tayo ulit mag-upload kung ng iba pang documents like APE, CTC, tsaka PDS.
So ngayon nandito tayo sa dashboard ni admin, no? So makikita natin diyan yung employee approve, disapprove, audit trail. So nandiyan din yung mga box na mga dokumento kung saan diyan nag-submit yung ating employee. So check natin yung mga na-approve, no? So makikita natin diyan yung in-upload ni employee na yung kanyang SALN ay approved na ni HR officer. So, kung mache-check naman natin yung sa disapprove, makikita rin natin diyan na yung kanyang ITR ay na-disapprove ni HR officer. And then, diyan sa may ating baba sa ating audit trail, makikita natin diyan yung history ni HR staff at saka ni HR officer kung ano-ano yung mga dokumento na approve at saka na disapprove. So, makikita natin diyan yung mga remarks na nilagay nila, pati yung mga date at oras, no, kung kailan nangyari yung mga pag-approve or disapprove ng dokumentong in-upload ni employee. So diyan hanggang dito na lang po at maraming salamat po.